First of all, I want to give two shout outs. First shout out I want to give is to my girl Matra. Thank you so much for your generosity and doing what you did and sending me some contadas. I appreciate that. You didn't have to do it, and God knows in heaven I appreciate it. So just thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I also want to give a shout out to my girl Rita, and your birthday's coming up too, I believe. I think she's a Libra too. And also shouts out to my girl Rita Fofa. Shouts out to Rita. Her birthday is today, the 27th, I believe. So shouts out to you. She's one of my longtime subscribers. And shouts out to all of y'all. I really do. Oh, God. I just hurt my finger. Just scratching on the nail. But I really do appreciate all of you. God knows in heaven, I wish that I was a bigger YouTuber. I wish I had more time to dedicate to this because I really, really do love it. But because of life, jobs, bills, etc., until I get to a more financially stable place in my life, I cannot dedicate my full time to YouTube. Although I would love to. But one day I'm going to be there and I could just quit my job and just be on here and just giving y'all the tea and giving y'all fever and just making just all kinds of moves. But until then, child, it is what it is. Adult life, I tell you. So anyway, Real Housewives of Potomac. My birthday's tomorrow, by the way. Yes, I'll be 32 years young, darling. I may still look like I'm 20 something, but the way that I feel in the mornings, no, dog. But anyway, I'm here, thank God. Also, shouts out to my friend Portia. She just brought me a cake. Like, oh, so sweet. I saw my little nieces too, so love them. Let's see. What am I just talking about? Real Housewives of Potomac. Okay. Oh, God. Mia had a scene with her mom. So her mom has 3 kids. But she has 3 different baby daddies. And she has an older brother who's like 8 years older than Mia. And then there's Mia in the middle. And then there's a baby sister. The mother and the baby sister are super duper close. They stay together. They do everything together. And Mia is a little bit jealous of their relationship because she feels like she don't understand why she cannot have that same relationship with her mom. I guess the mom feels like Mia don't necessarily need her. And since the sister does need her, she feels like maybe she is kind of in the way. And maybe also the mom feels like because it seems like everything negative that has happened, well, not everything, but a lot of negative things that have happened in the mom's life is because of Mia's father in particular, who, tragically passed away. But it's because of Mia's father. And so maybe she feels like Mia don't want to be around her because maybe Mia hold resentment, which she does in a way, but she still wants to be around her mom. And also maybe she says that Mia looks just like her mom and just like her dad and probably acts like her dad and stuff. And so maybe being around Mia reminds her of all the bad that she went through with her daddy. So, it could be many reasons. But Mia's mother, Mia's kids, and the husband, they went out, to have ice cream and stuff. And, they was talking and stuff. And it was a good little talk. Hopefully something comes of it. I do pray for their relationship to get better. Let's see, what else happened? Karen had a scene where she is her business partner, whomever, came over and brought over some little test candles or whatever, for her candle line that she's coming out with, 3-wick, because Wendy has a 1-wick candle. Karen has a 3-wick candle. And I'm just like, it's interesting all of a sudden Karen is adding candles to her line. I'm not saying that Wendy created candles, created, having a candle company or whatever. But it is real convenient that we ain't heard nothing about no candle line until Wendy brought up a candle line to you, Karen, and then all of a sudden, you coming out with a candle line. But okay, I'm gonna let it go, Grand Dame. But I'm just saying, I see you. You're still my favorite, but I see you. So, she came over. She ended up giving all the girls packages and and everything later on. It looked nice. So shouts out to Grand Dame. I'm actually thinking about purchasing her perfume for my mom, the Grand Dame perfume. I hear it smells good, but according to Gizelle, she says it smells like old ass ladies. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what it gives. Let's see. Anything else small that happened? I think we opened up the episode with Candiace and her mom. Oh God, they look just alike, I tell you. Candiace is ready for her mom to go home. Why would she go home? She got her own room there. Hell, I'm sure her own bathroom and everything too, child. I wouldn't go home either. But the jury's still out on whether Mama Dot is still paying anything in Candiace's home. Candiace say Mama Dot ain't paying for nothing in the home. So I'm gonna go with that for now. Yeah. So they're sitting in the kitchen talking, and Candiace asked her mom. She was like, "So, mommy, what's tea with what went on at my video shoot? Mia asked you some questions, and then what did you say back to her?" "Oh, Candiace, Candiace, I just don't remember. Don't be asking me that." And I'm just like, all of a sudden she don't remember shit. I'm like, child, that Mama Dot is a mess. We all know how Mama Dot feels about Candiace. We all know how Mama Dot feels about Chris, Candiace's husband. But it was still, Mia, in my opinion, was still more in the wrong. Because you just met her. And I just don't know why that would be on your mind. Because you're shady, that's why it's on your mind. But I just don't know why that would be the topic of discussion. You first just met this lady. Ask her about her life. Ask her how she doing. Are you proud of Candiace? Is she the only child? Those are the kind of normal questions that you would ask somebody's mama who you just met. How was Candiace growing up, etc. But it's for you to ask, is Chris getting paid for this? Lockjaw? That ain't your damn business. Strong jaw ass Mia. That ain't your business, daddy long legs. That ain't your damn business. Bigfoot Sasquatch. I'm really disappointed in Mia. I liked Mia. And I don't necessarily dislike Mia, but I see you. You see what I'm saying? But I'm starting to see a lot of things that I don't like in Mia. I thought that Mia was for everybody. Very open. I love that about her. I thought that Mia was for everybody, but she is playing more on team Batman and Robyn, which is Gizelle and Robyn, and I don't like that. Which is essentially what Gizelle wanted anyways, for Mia to be on her team, because they favor. Not necessarily in facial features, but in skin tones. Y'all know what Potomac gives. We're going to talk about it. But anyway, so I was just like, Lord have mercy. But Candiace said she got a prenup with Chris, and hey, that's what it is. Now, I will say this. I did not know that Christopher quit his job right after he became her manager. That's what the word on the street is. Allegedly, that's what they said, that Chris quit his job right after he became Candiace's manager. Now, that does look a little suspect, sir. But, he's been, I don't know. I don't know. One of my good friends on here, y'all may have seen her before, the lovely Taiwan car. Ty said what the I said. Y'all know I do reviews and stuff with her on her channel and everything. You know, she said that if Chris was black, that people would be calling Candiace, you know, a sugar mama, and saying that she's taking care of Chris and all that kind of stuff. He a deadbeat, whoop to whoop, but because he's white, ain't nobody saying that. And now that I think about it, and now that, you know, things are happening and things have been said by the girls on the show and the mamas on the show, I'm really definitely 100% agreeing with it. Not that I disagreed, but I just didn't necessarily see it that way. But now, I mean, come on now. What's going on? Not saying it's a problem that the woman has more money than the man, allegedly. But I'm just saying, it's just like for you to just, you know, quit your job. I mean, I know you love your wife and you want her to succeed, etc. But that's only going to work for so long, because eventually, and then you're not getting paid on top of that. So eventually, y'all going to get into it about that. It just never works being the husbander or the wifeanger, or whatever you want to say. It just never works. You know, Candiace, just get you actual manager, and Chris, you go off and do your own thing, because, you know, if that's what you love to do, being a chef, which is great, then go off and do that. You know, we like y'all together, Chris and Candiace. We don't want to see y'all divorced for anything. I personally don't. You know, Gizelle them can give a damn, but I personally, you know, don't, because I like y'all together. So yeah. Anyway, also Candiace, she recently did a performance somewhere, wherever she was, at some club. The girls came out. They said Robyn came, Gizelle came, Askale came, Dr. Wendy came to support Candiace. So that was good that they came to support her and stuff. And, you know, Mia was nowhere in attendance, because, you know, Mia and Candiace is beefing right now. It's a whole lot of mess going on with Mia and Candiace. I just don't know where it came from. It came out of left field, and it looks like Mia is trying her best to get Candiace fired. But sis, you forgot that you were not in charge of anything. Not even yourself. You're not in charge of yourself, because that man owned you. So she forgot. But, you know, it's people like me and other folks out here that, on the YouTube, that do what I do, that's here to remind you, honey. So anyway, I'm so disappointed. I liked you, Mia. My God. I still got hopes for you, Mia. You know, I still go back and forth with liking Mia, but Mia, you was just really just showing out. Y'all need to watch Mia's Twitter to know what I'm talking about, and Instagram. See all the tweets and all the shady stuff that she's trying to do behind the scenes. It's just too much. All because that little girl, Candiace, called you Bigfoot, Sasquatch, Mud Masher, winemaker. All because she called you that, and she deserve all that. Lord. Candiace, I do want your ass to get you a tissue line. All that hooping and hollering and crying that you be doing. I do want you to get your ass a tissue line. She folded up so perfect, y'all. How she do that, man? I don't know how she do it. But it'd be so cute, and it's so perfect. Get you a tissue line. And yeah, she ain't really cried this season much, have she? Not yet. I don't think so. Go Candiace. She getting stronger. I know that's right. Let's see. What else happened? So Gizelle, she wanted to invite the ladies to her home. That's unfinished. Child, they showed a stairway with no house attached. It was just a stairway. I said, well, is this a stairway to heaven, the OJs? Or is this a leap to hell? What is really going on? I was like, Gizelle. It looked unsafe, child. Just after the whole event, Gizelle, she wanted to show the ladies the home and all that kind of stuff. Askale couldn't even make it past the porch, child. She couldn't even make it down the sidewalk to get to nothing. She was like, send pictures. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Gizelle, why you didn't tell the ladies that this party was going to be outside in your driveway because your house is not... Why didn't you just pay for a building or something to have it in? I would, if I knew that my home look like that, I would never invite anybody over. Ever. Like, you really just like, you could have had it in a park. Something, sis. Something that wasn't that much money or free. But you chose, girl, bye. You getting then trying to put people off her home, out of her home. What Karen say? This is public property. This is a parking lot, child. This is your driveway. Child, I can't. So anyway, Robyn is talking to Gizelle on the phone. Gizelle called Robyn because she wanted to hear Robyn's opinion on if she was to have the event and if she was to invite the people she did not like or does not like, which is Wendy and Karen. She called Robyn to see if it was okay for them to use the bathroom in her house since she don't like them. Why even invite them? You don't even, like, what was that about? I don't know if I want them to use the bathroom in my home. No, you didn't want them to use the bathroom in your home because you didn't want them to see your home. Okay? You didn't want them to walk up the steps and it's a big ass hole in the floor and they ain't realize and fall through and sue your ass. That's why you don't want them in your home, because you didn't want to get read. But the outside was a read enough. Reasonably shady. What is reasonable about this home, Gizelle? It's just shady. It's the shade. You sit up there being shady, and the fact that you have the right, the gall, the pride, the ego, the audacity, the nerve to come for other people. And you sit up there with that. That confidence that she has is everything. You hear me? Them black men are big her head up to make her think that she is the Ben de la Creme. And she just done whip with that her whole life. Because I could never. Ooh, I wouldn't say nothing if my house was, I ain't even got a house. I was saying a tight ass apartment. But you know, it's fine. I get there one day. But until then, my apartment still look better than Gizelle's house. Not my room in particular. My room a hot mess. But the rest of the house is fine. Ooh, Gizelle. Why couldn't you just stay in a nice apartment somewhere until your house is finished? I don't know. It's just... And I don't even know how she get money, to be honest, besides this show. So, I mean, I guess every season she cash in the check and it just put more and more into the house. I don't know. Where's every Hue Beauty? They done ran out of hues. I don't know. So Robyn was just like, no, that's not right, whatever. So we get to the party. The ladies decide to come. You know, they came in one by one. Askale's fashion's always on point. She's super cute. And her fashions is everything. Let's see. Ashley came looking cheap with a Corona in the hand. Her hair was cute, though. Let's see. Gizelle, she actually looked pretty. And I think she had on pink. Robyn looked like a mister. She looked real handsome. We saw Gizelle's 3 beautiful daughters. They are pretty girls. And I like them a whole lot more than I like their mom. And, you know, super proud of them. You know, I can tell that they're going to be, you know, good girls. They're, you know, lovely. Let's see. Dr. Wendy came in. She looked good. I love her pants that she had on. You know, they spoke to everybody and all that. And it was just like weird. Karen came. She brought the gifts and everything. So, at first, it was just like, you know, they sat down. Candiace haven't arrived yet. Candiace was the last person that came. Mia came. And, you know, they sat down and, you know, started to talk. And it was just like, immediately, it was like mess. And she explained the whole Reasonably Shady podcast thing. And who asked them, who wanted a podcast from Gizelle and Robyn? That's my thing. Who asked for this? I don't think nobody asked for this. Who asked to see y'all? I don't understand that. I was in such high demand. Who was in demand? Who is that? I don't know her. I don't know the man. Who asked y'all? And that's what I want to know. Who wants this? They're not even likable. It's like they're not even entertaining. They're not funny. It's like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Do y'all get it? Who was? That's bizarre. So anyway, they sat down and immediately, made Wendy feel uncomfortable. They started talking about, is it reason? They had signs. One side was reasonable, one side was shady. And they asked questions, and whatever the question is, the ladies had to hold up whether they thought it was shady or reasonable. And one of the questions was, is it shady or reasonable to talk to a friend's, when one friend asks one friend's mama about whether their husband is getting paid or not, and then another friend goes over and tell that person that they was getting talking about Wendy telling Candiace what Mia asked Mama Dorothy and stuff, and it was just like, well, why did you do that? That was extra shady. You was wrong for doing that. Talking about, you don't do that at her video shoot, though. You don't do that. That was the wrong time and the place. So it was the right time and the place for Mia to ask Dorothy what she did. It's just the gaslighting on this show. It's too much. It's too much. I don't understand how y'all come for people and expect for them to just take it, or expect for them to act a certain way that you want them to react. It's so much of that, and it's all low key colorism. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Okay. And Wendy was just like, I did that and I'll do it again. And, the fact that they were all coming for Wendy, and I'm just like, oh, child. Candiace ended up tipping up, talking about, where are we, Jesus? Looking cute in her little jeans and top and little heels. Candiace is adorable. So they came up and they immediately started talking about that. She was just like, Wendy was being a friend to me. She asked me, she was like, so why are you even discussing that with my mama, regardless of whether my mama is slick at the tongue and open to give that information or not? She wrong for that. And Candiace, you need to get on your mama too. I done told you to get your mama off the show. So I'm gonna tell you again, get your mama off the show. She's a mess, okay? With all due respect to mamas. But she talked too much, and she put all your business out there, and she embarrasses you anytime that she get, any chance that she get. Almost like she wants to be a housewife. Get off, okay? Get off, all right? But it's her mama, so she ain't gonna say nothing. Candy, like Candy with Mama Joyce. There's my mama. I ain't gonna say nothing to my mama. So, anyway, they got back to that. Candiace read Mia. Mia was like, I was expecting a manager, you to be there, somebody. She was like, I wasn't expecting to come to something that was low budget. And Candiace was like, your mammy's low budget. Watch it, wench. And I was like, ooh. Gizelle said to the camera, whoa, Candiace, it's too much. Everything Candiace says and does, and everything Wendy says and does is too much because they're the dark ones. But anyway, she was just like, that's too much. I don't know if you know her situation, but that's just wrong to say, and etc. Mind you, yes, I actually agree. That is harsh and mean to say because of Mia's mom's history with drug use and Mia being in foster care. It's a lot that happened, unfortunate things that happened in Mia's life. But A, that's not Candiace's fault. B, Candiace probably did not know that. And C, you cannot do something to me and then tell me how mad to get. If you say something, even though you don't think it's a big deal, you say something to hurt my feelings, and you come for me, then what you think you're going to get back? It kills me on the show. It kills me on this show. If you don't want somebody to hurt your feelings or come for you about something, how about you don't do it to them first? Ding, ding, dong. Ring, da, ding, ding, a ding, dong. Well, It makes sense to me. Don't it make sense to y'all? Because it makes sense to me. So, uh, what else happened? What was the next question? Oh, and Ashley, she tried to jump in and give her 2 cents. Candiace was like, "Were you there, beloved? Thank you. Thank you. That's it. That's it. You know, just, oh, please." This whole time, Karen making all kind of comments. Karen's dizzy. She don't know what the hell is going on. It was just a mess. Um, what else happened? At one point, Askale and Mia got into it. Because Mia said that Askale had been making, what she said on Twitter, that Askale said that Mia has been making smart comments underneath her breath the whole time when it comes to her. When Askale talks, she, says stuff like, I'm probably why she talking, she's not a housewife, etc. And, Askale just had time today and she was sick of Mia at that point. She said Mia been saying slick stuff this whole time, so it's interesting. I was like, ooh, it was getting good. It was getting really good, but they was really pissing me off. Karen was over there high as a kite. She just got her second vaccine, and the room was spinning. She just didn't know what the hell was going on. Karen probably should stay her ass at home and put her feet up. So what else happened? At one point they was having a conversation about something, and Mia touched Wendy because she was sitting right beside her because Wendy was getting pissed off. But Gizelle put Wendy out her home, out the parking lot. And it was just getting real ugly, and it was just low key kind of making me mad the way that they was doing Mia and playing that victim role, playing that that same kind of role that certain white people play. They start stuff, and then when you defend yourself, the way that you defend yourself is so much worse than what they're doing, or what they gave you did not deserve that reaction, and so they just, what, you're overreacting, you're impossible to get along with, and whoop to whoop, and they just act like they are just oblivious to all the double standards and everything. P.S. I was watching Watch What Happens Live. I turned to it, and I thought it was two white women on the show. Then he called Robyn Dixon's name, and then I realized that was Robyn. I was like, well, she is what? Robyn is like 60-something% white, right? We ain't gonna get on that. Yeah, it was annoying. It was annoying, and it just really kind of pissed me off how they was doing. But Wendy had something for their ass. Karen asked Wendy, she was just like, so is you going to invite everybody on the trip? Wendy haven't even told everybody about this. It was funny. Karen was high. Or she was playing high, whichever one. And she was just like, this is the perfect time to say, she was like, I want to invite the husbands. They're going to some house, whatever. She was like, I would love for everybody to come and, whoop to whoop. And, we'll see who all, since they're talking about the husbands, we would love for the husbands to be there in attendance. She was just like, yes, because Drew, which is a scholar's man, gonna come. It was like, we hope to see Mia's man's gonna be there. Eddie's gonna be there. Karen's husband's Ray's gonna be there. And she skipped right over Robyn, and then she told Gizelle, she was like, and your luggage is gonna be there. I screamed, and both Robyn and Gizelle said that they are not gonna come, and to the the beach house, lake house, whatever, Wendy's function. And it's real interesting to me that Robyn and Gizelle, they don't have to come to something, but they make everybody else come. We see who are the favorites on the show with the producers and stuff. We know Gizelle is a favorite. We know that she can get away with stuff that the rest of them can't get away with. We see that. We know that. And like I said, that's what I said, that Gizelle invited some of the ladies in the house. Wendy left. Karen left. I think Mia left too. And so, yes, child. The Reeds, that Dr. Wendy was given, and the way that Candiace rolled up and read the room as well. I was completely, totally here for it. Totally here for it. This was a really, really good episode. I tell you. That Batman and Robyn, Gizelle and Robyn, it's just, they are a lot. They are a lot. I don't understand how they have any friends, to be honest with you. They are a lot. And, you know, Robyn's feelings was hurt because Wendy was giving it to her ass. She was mad as hell, sitting over there steaming. She wanted to run up at Wendy, but she ain't crazy. She was steaming, child. She was mad as hell at Wendy. I'm like, well, this is what you get. You sitting up here with your best friend, co-signing every single shady thing that she does. And you throwing your shady digs in there too. And you know your feelings are easily hurt. You need to shut up, Robyn. And you need to stay out of it. And you need to tell your friend to pipe down. Because she pulled you in with the fire with her. Gizelle is used to hearing this kind of awful stuff about her. She's used to it. And this is also her job, to be this character on the show. So she's not going to stop. But you seem to be really personally affected by it. Your feelings seem to really be hurt. That you need to stop doing the shit that you doing, ma'am. Okay? That's on period. You need to stop doing the stuff that you're doing. I'm MrChalaki. MrChalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at Askale on Instagram and Twitter, at Askale89 on Snapchat, Chase King on Facebook, MrChalaki on the Cash App and PayPal, and as always, run me my money, I'll run me my fade, run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys later.